Do you have faith in me that I'm gonna finish this keto diet and lose at least 10 pounds?
Hello?
What's up, guys, and welcome back for another video. If you're tuning in for the first time, I'm Ashley and I'm taking you on my first 7 days in keto. Now fast forward to the future, I'll show you at the end my update. I am in ketosis. I'm almost at 6 pounds down and I definitely am loving and obsessed with this diet. This is going to be a lifelong journey to a healthier lifestyle full of health and fitness, but along the way I'm going to take you step by step on this journey. In this video you're going to see how I lost 4 pounds in a week on keto. It started off with a trip to Whole Foods and I just kind of picked up some things that I thought would help on keto. Now I'm gonna admit I was all over the place. I wasn't quite sure exactly what I needed. This video will cover every single day, step by step, exactly all of the meals I ate in my first week of keto. You'll see me go to Whole Foods. You'll also see me go to Costco and haul up some stuff that helped me. You'll see some cooking recipes and things that I ate along the way. And of course, I'm going to update you guys and I'll continue to do these videos if you love them. At this trip, this was my first trip on keto and I kind of didn't know exactly what I was getting. This definitely helped and you'll see exactly which items in this haul I used, but definitely Costco was my better bet. The only thing is I have not found my way with supplements. If you know what supplements I'm supposed to be on keto, please feel free to DM me on Instagram and let me know what you take or what it is good things to take on keto. I am back to eating meat. I was pescatarian for a year and I kind of relied heavily on starches and carbs and things like that to supplement for my lack of meat, but I'm back on meat just to help out with this journey. These almond butters are a great snack for my pocket, my purse, when I am out, and also for late night snacks when you have that sweet tooth. So go ahead and keep on watching if you're interested and let me know if you guys want to see some future videos. Now this trip was expensive. These little bit of items that I got were $91. Can you believe that? Okay, so it's day 1 of keto and my biggest dilemma is coffee. I am a heavy coffee drinker and I like my coffee sweet. So I just made 1 shot of espresso, or actually did a double shot of espresso. I picked this up from Whole Foods last night. It's like a monk fruit sweetener. I also have some stevia in there, so I'm just gonna put like a little dollop of milk in it, and this is dairy-free oat milk, and a little splash of this and try to make it work. Okay, really quickly, it's almost 3 p.m. and I just realized I have not eaten anything today. I tried the coffee and I put a little bit too much of the sweetener. Now I'm not going to say it's nasty. I'm going to try it again later when I crave coffee, but it just kind of, I added too much. So instead I went ahead and I remembered that the English breakfast tea gives me a little bit of energy sometimes. So I went ahead and just had English breakfast tea with hot water, no sweetener, and it kind of helped me. I don't know if it's a placebo or not, but it definitely gave me a little bit of energy. I'm actually on my 2nd cup. This is probably cold at this point, but that worked out. So I just kind of pulled out pretty much what I'm going to eat for the rest of the day before dinner. Right now I'm about to make myself some eggs. I'm going to do maybe like 4 eggs, and I'm probably going to put a little bit of spinach in it, avocado and mozzarella, and that's going to be my first meal of the day. I'm going to make a faux like charcuterie situation for a snack. I love Gouda, and I love all smoked cheeses, but I love Gouda and I love provolone, so I'm probably going to do a little bit of Gouda, a little bit of provolone, and then you guys seen I picked this up last night from what is it, Whole Foods, and these are 0 calorie for I'm sorry, 0 carbs for 17 slices. So if I'm really hungry, I can actually have, I probably won't eat 7 slices, but I can definitely have, you know, at least a good like 5 to 10 pieces of this. And if I can have olives, I will have a couple of these with this feta. A whole cucumber. I like to put a little bit of red onion in there, a little bit of avocado, and then I will squeeze a whole lemon on top and then put a little bit of chili. And this is kind of like one of my favorite snacks. Okay, so this is what my eggs look like, and this is kind of the texture and consistency I like my eggs to be. Babe likes his eggs like more scrambled, tiny, but I like it like this. Okay, so this is what meal number 1 is looking like on the keto diet. I think I made like 6 eggs. It was way too much, but you know, I'm this sort of person, I don't mind cold eggs or leftover eggs, so this might come in handy in a little bit because I have a lot of work to do. I did buy avocado last night, and as you guys can see, it's already brown, which is kind of disappointing. I'm gonna have it with a little hot sauce on top, and this should be good. Also, I'm gonna have a San Pellegrino. This is the blood orange and raspberry, and it actually is 0 calories and 0 carbs. It just kind of tastes like flavored water. Okay guys, so it's 7:30 and it's time for my next meal. So it's 7:30. Babe made some hamburgers and french fries for the kids. I have not touched them at all. I'm super motivated today, so I'm feeling good and not tempted. So I took a bite of it already, as you guys can see, but I'm just gonna have it with maybe like a little bit of hot sauce on top because I don't want to add any like salad dressing or ketchup. And then for my snack, I feel like this isn't gonna feel, I'm not hungry, but if I eat this, I'm not gonna be full. So I'm gonna eat this, film a video, and then I'm gonna eat this. This is just a whole cucumber. I added red onion. I know it's kind of weird for some people. Don't judge me, judge your mother. I squeezed a whole lemon in there, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt and some Mexican chili on top. Usually at dinner time, I also have a sweet tooth, so I picked these up. This is just almond butter, and I got the classic, which is very important because the other flavors have more carbs. This one here is net 2 carbs for the whole pack. So I'm gonna wait until I have a sweet tooth craving, probably when it's almost time for bed, and then I'll have this. And then also, if I get hungry again tonight, I've already pulled these out. These are Parmesan crisps. My kids love these. And for 12 crisps, it is 0 carbs. They're a pretty nice size, so I feel like I wouldn't even want 12 crisps, more than 12 crisps. I never had the charcuterie, but this is my update for the night. Okay, really quick haul for the rest of the week. This is the thing I'm most excited about. I got it from Amazon, but I'll talk about it in just a moment. So the majority of the stuff came from Costco, but of course I got a case of eggs. This has been my go-to. Kerrygold butter is my favorite butter, so I got a little bit of that. Berries are keto friendly. I did kind of do a quick search, and I feel like they are too high for me to have too many, but I still got them because of course the kids eat them as well. But I got hi. I did find that berries were the lowest fruit on the carb list, so I got blackberries, blueberries, and raspberries. Okay, MTC oil. I'm trying to find my way with my coffee, so of course they say it's good to put this in there. I went ahead and got a big thing of it from Costco. I'm not quite sure how I'll be using this or what I'll be using it in, but I'm thinking I'm going to be trying it in my coffee. This was no carb, and this is like the real crab meat type of situation. Usually I would use this for like some crab cakes or to put in some gumbo or something like that, but both of those things are not quite an option right now. But I just looked at it and it said 0 carbs, so I said okay, you need this. So I'll be figuring out something to use this for, maybe for a dinner at some point during the week. And then this is something that I usually will get from Trader Joe's. It's like garlic inside of oil, and it's kind of like crunchy. We always get this salmon from Costco. Usually we'll get one. Babe makes the best salmon in the world, so I'm gonna have one where we use for dinner, and then the other I'm gonna have Babe meal prep for me so that we can or I can have this for some lunches and meals. Okay, next up is the cucumbers. I contemplating getting 2 of these, but this should be enough for now. I absolutely love cucumbers with avocado. So yeah, I got one of those. Rotisserie chicken is a good easy thing. I'm actually gonna have a couple slices right now because it's already pre-made. It's actually pretty tasty. If anything, I may like peel back the skin, but this is something we can all have. But you know, just the easy, I can like cut it up and meal prep it. This is also an easy snack. Hard boiled eggs are obviously also another easy snack, and I like the fact that these come pre-packaged and they're already boiled. Parmesan cheese. A lot of people say don't go too heavy on the dairy. How'd you get so beautiful, Mom? I know you are. Let me see a spin. Spin. So pretty, baby. Okay, really quickly, let's try to speed it up. This here, I got it literally because it said keto on it. I'm not heavy on the granola, but I did see yogurt on the list, so having a little bit of this sprinkled with some berries and some yogurt would be amazing. I didn't grab any yogurt, but yogurt is keto friendly, so I will pick some up on my next store run. As I said before, I'm not a heavy meat eater, so Impossible is our life. We already have some in the freezer, but I just picked up a little bit more of that. And then some meat balls, and these are pretty much my main meats from Whole Foods today. Again, I'm on a journey with the creamer to figure out the best creamer. So I found this one. It's a hazelnut creamer. It's something that doesn't need to be refrigerated. Look at Dominic. Yeah, he looks so cute. I'm almost sure I'm not gonna like this, but I still picked it up. It was like $3 to try. Also, I've heard heavy whipping cream was on the list of things that are low calorie, or I'm sorry, low carb. And let's see, this one says 0 carbs for a tablespoon, so I can put like 2 tablespoons in my coffee to make it a little bit more smooth. I picked up the monk fruit sweetener yesterday or 2 days ago, and I didn't really love it, but I'll try that with coffee and a little heavy cream and see how that goes. And then I also picked up the English toffee. This one also is 0 carbs, so just trying to find my way with the coffee, because coffee is like my main fun thing. Keto bites are definitely keto friendly, and they're pretty much just egg white bites. This one has spinach in it, and then this one has cheese in it. This is something that I get from Starbucks all the time. I also picked up a new waist trainer from Amazon. I'll have the one I like linked in the description box. I got a smaller size because my one I've been wearing has been getting a little bit loose. And then drinks. I did go heavy on the drinks just because I am a juice and coffee drinker, so that's going to be the toughest transition in this. So Pellegrino and Perrier are my favorite like flavored waters. Okay, so from Amazon I picked these 2 up. I got a case of the peach, and these are 0 carbs, and then also a case of the watermelon. I didn't know when those were gonna come because I got them from Amazon, so when I was at Costco today I got a case of these. I don't love these. I would rather have this than this, but these are like sparkling drinks. These just taste like water with a little bit of flavor to them, whereas these more so taste like that Splenda taste. And then I also got the San Pellegrino. These I love as well. They're pretty much like this, the flavored mineral water. And then this is the thing I'm most excited about. These actually are like I want to say like meal replacement like shakes. And what I love about these is that it is 2 net carbs for the whole drink. And so you guys know my biggest vice has been my coffees and figuring out how to make a good coffee. So what I'm gonna do, one of these, which is 2 carbs, in a tall glass filled with ice, and then my coffee, so that way I can have my coffee every day for 2 grams, and I'm certain that it's going to be good. So I'm actually going to make one of these right now. A couple more things I picked up were these. This is actually a big heavy case. It's a 12-pack, and these are like keto ice cream bars. Now I had one on the way home because I was feeling very weak, and they actually weren't that bad. They weren't good, but they weren't bad at the same time. So these will help me when I have like a sweet tooth. So those would be like my little late night snack, and as I said, they're 2 carbs, so not too bad. And then I picked up a bag of lobster tails, already peeled and everything, so I don't want to get too tired and bored of my same thing. So I'll alternate, like tonight I'll have salmon, the next night I'll have lobster tails, then I'll have shrimp, and then I got a huge bag of shrimp. That way it can be easy to have with like my green veggies. Okay, so this is it. I'm just gonna take my Starbucks cup, and I kind of filled it up with ice. I see a meatball. And then I'm gonna fill it with this. Okay, I'm kind of nervous. It doesn't look as creamy as I thought it would. It's actually pretty good. It tastes like Ensure with espresso, but considering how bad my experience with coffee has been the last day, this actually is doable. Okay guys, tonight's dinner is going to be simple and easy. The family had spaghetti, excuse the mess, but it's 9 o'clock and I have to get the kids in bed pretty soon. I actually just finished putting up the Christmas tree. Okay, so this is a quick look at what dinner looks like. I'm trying to show you guys as much as I can so that, you know, when I pop out and my results come in, you guys can see everything that I consumed. So my drink of choice for tonight, I gotta have a little bit of flavor with my stuff. So these are literally just like, it tastes like sparkling water with a little bit of flavor to it. It doesn't have a diet taste to it, but it also doesn't have a juice taste to it, as it says contains no juice. And these are 0 carbs for the whole can. So you know, I'll have one now and I probably will have one later. This kind of makes me feel like I'm, you know, doing something, so I don't mind having a couple of these throughout the day. And then an update on the coffee. This was a success. I actually really liked it. Even Babe tasted it and he said, well, this tastes better than your normal coffee. So this was a success. I went ahead and put a bunch of those chocolate shakes in the refrigerator because it's best ice cold. And then this is my plate. I went ahead and heated it up a little bit because I walked away for a second from my plate, but this is my plate. I'm probably gonna add a little bit of more broccoli to my plate because this one here usually will help me eat my meals. So yeah, I added a little bit of that garlic stuff. I tasted it. It's different. It has a different taste than the Trader Joe's one, but it's still good. And then I accidentally was a little too heavy-handed with the hot sauce, but it's okay because I like hot sauce. Okay guys, we've made it to day 3. It is 2:11 in the afternoon. And I forgot to show you guys the breakfast, but breakfast was very easy and boring. I made hash browns, sausage, and eggs for the kids. I want to say I made about 6 eggs. They only ate a little bit of it, so I'm going to say I had about 3 eggs. So I just literally ate them plain with a little bit of Perrier peach. I drank about half of that. And then I also made my coffee this morning while homeschooling the kids. I used about half of it. So I did put it back in the refrigerator. I'm gonna put it back now, but I put it back in the refrigerator that way. Usually I have 2 coffees for the day. So pretty much half will make me 1 coffee and then the other half will make me another coffee for later today when it's time to work. But this is what it looks like when I make my cucumber. It's cucumber, and then as I said before, I put the avocado, the red onion, and as you guys can see, there's some nice pink salt on there as well. And then of course I squeezed my whole lemon in there. It's gonna taste so good, my mouth is watering. This basically is tahini. I have like put this in food before, but I've never actually like tasted it by itself before. But it's actually like the Trader Joe's version of tahini. It's the closest related to tahini. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this. As I said before, I don't love, in my mixture, I'm more of a chili powder kind of girl, like a seasoned chili powder. You know, you get regular chili powder and it's just like spicy powder. This one, or the Mexican one, has a little bit of actual flavor to it. So this kind of actually tastes like a little bit like the Mexican one that I like from Kroger. So I'm just gonna pack it on a little heavy, and that is gonna be my lunch. Quick update, it is 3:28, so it's been about an hour. I said I wasn't hungry, but I've been munching on this while editing, and I did get through a lot of it. As you guys can see, I added way more of the chili. I like a lot of chili, and it was really good. But I am now to the point that I'm full. Now I'm not gonna throw this away. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into a smaller Tupperware and put it in the refrigerator, just because this can definitely be a snack later tonight, and I would rather have this than anything else. But I did, after I ate, feel like I needed something sweet. So this has been my go-to for the last 2 days, and I opened it up. I had a little taste of it, and it just wasn't what I was craving. So I figured I would crack this open for the first time and give it a shot. And I don't know if it's keto talking or what, but it actually was really good. It is 3 net carbs for, what is it, 1/3 cup? Yeah, 1/3 cup. So this time around, I'm trying to be a little bit more precise. Like, and I'm actually going to put these in a cabinet and high on the shelf because I don't want to become addicted. You don't want it? The dramatics. Here. Okay, so it's dinner time. Everybody is already eaten except for me. So I went ahead and just took 1 piece. This is sliced into 3 pieces. And this is that salmon I got from Costco. It also comes with 3 little dollops of butter. So right now it's going in olive oil on medium. And I just seasoned it with my garlic salt, mainly the blackened seasons, and then a little bit of the seafood seasoning. And then in a second I'm gonna put in a second I'm gonna put this in there, and then one of the pieces of butter. I just wanted to get it going and kind of have that kind of, not fried, but a little bit of crisp, so I know that the oil will cook it a little bit better. I have it on medium. I'm trying to cook it not too high because salmon tends to not cook all the way through on the stove, and I don't really feel like putting it in the oven. Honestly, I don't even have an appetite. It is 11 till 8, and I'm gonna go upstairs and get in the bed probably in about 30 minutes. Babe did get Chipotle for the kids, and while he was out he stopped at Whole Foods and grabbed 2 rotisserie chickens, which I was super excited about. But for some reason they're both, he got 2 different ones. One is organic and one is, I guess, regular. They look different. Like this one looks more seasoned, and then this one looks a little bit more healthy, but they both are like really dry. So I just wasn't in a mood for dry chicken. I want this, you know, not to be like prison food. Okay, so this is what my salmon looks like. It is blackened salmon. Again, cooking it on the stove. I haven't necessarily mastered it yet because, you know, sometimes the middle doesn't cook. So I cooked it, you know, front, back, and then I like let them both stand on the sides, on each side, just to make sure it was cooked through. It looks yummy. Hopefully it tastes yummy. I'm only going to eat 1 piece because I'm just not hungry at all. Also, it's time for another bottle of water, so I'm gonna go ahead and down this before I eat. Y'all, my salmon was actually so good. I scraped the plate, and I'm just gonna go ahead and eat this second. I offered everybody in the house the second one, and everybody said they didn't want it, obviously because they ate dinner. So I'm about to kill this. Also, I'm gonna drink one of these, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the freezer because with these, with this like 0-calorie kind of splendid taste, they have to be ice cold for them to be good. Okay guys, it's real in the field. Today is day 4 of keto. I think this is my first time tuning in. I'm trying to incorporate intermittent fasting. So last night, the last thing I ate was at midnight. I had one of those almond butter packets, but I only had like half of it. They're so rich that I can never finish the whole thing. So I wasn't supposed to have anything to eat until 4. I just left. My last appointment was at 3:30, so it pretty much ran into my time when I was able to eat. Now it's 5:11. My phone is too bright, it's not gonna adjust, but it's 5:11 right now. So basically I could have eaten an hour ago. So I just pulled up to the mall. We have Christmas pictures tomorrow, so I have to go in and find some stuff, but I am extremely hungry and I'm not gonna be able to make it. You guys know it's COVID, so you're not allowed to eat anything in the mall, but there is a Chipotle here, and for some reason I'm craving Chipotle chicken, and I literally haven't had Chipotle, like their actual chicken, in over 2 years because I don't like it and I don't crave it, but for some reason for the last 2 days I've been wanting it. I was able to go onto Chipotle's website, and it actually allows you to build your bowl or your burrito and see the exact nutrition facts. So one thing that is good is that their chicken is 0 carbs, 180 calories. So I'm gonna build the bowl and let's see what it would cost me carb wise. Okay, so I just built the bowl, and according to this, my camera's about to die, so let's see how much I can tell you guys. But according to this, it'll be 9 carbs, and that is for chicken, guacamole, cheese, and lettuce. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna build it. I'm gonna come back to the car and eat it so that I can go in the mall and shop. Okay guys, I caved. I had a weak moment. I'm so hungry that he was like, anything else? And I was like, a little bit of sour cream, just a little. And he kind of went heavy-handed, but I know I'm gonna pay for it. I know I'm not supposed to have the sour cream. So for dinner tonight, I'm just gonna have the same salmon I had last night, and I'm gonna try and load it with some veggies, like a whole bag of spinach. Okay, back at it again with the blackened salmon. Again, these are the seasonings I used. Mainly the blackened seasoning, lemon pepper, onion powder, and then a little bit of garlic salt as well. I like mine to be a little flavorful. I'm cooking it in avocado oil, which I should have done a bigger pan because I'm going to go ahead and make this piece too. And then once it cooks down, I'm going to go ahead and add the garlic butter. And that's going to be it for tonight. 9:18 is my angel. Okay guys, welcome to day 5 of keto. I don't even know how much footage I have, but it feels like this video is going to be rather long for a 7-day of keto. I just realized that I have not weighed myself yet. I kind of feel like at my age and how much weight I need to lose, it is very hard for me to lose weight and to see progress on the scale. So I'm kind of waiting until I feel smaller to weigh myself, just because I don't want to be discouraged if the scale hasn't jumped. I know that it's not like when I was in my early 20s and I would, you know, do a little diet for a week and lose 5 pounds. I think it's going to be a longer journey for me this time around, but again, it's day 5 and I am optimistic. I have not lost my drive to lose this weight. For about maybe 30 minutes ago, I decided to have some salmon. Last clip, you guys seen the salmon that I made. I'm sorry that the battery cut out and I just didn't feel the urge to come back. I didn't have anything else that night. I did like a little ways after dinner, I went upstairs and edited from bed. And in bed I had, of course, a Perrier peach, and then I had one of those berry sparkling drinks from Kirkland. I drank half of it, but those have to be cold, so I fell asleep before I finished it. And I'm craving something fresh. I feel like on this diet you don't have as much like fruits and, you know, like juice and like refreshing stuff, so that's what I'm craving right now. What I'm learning to do is, even though like I serve myself something, even when I go like out to eat or something like that, even though like this amount of food is presented to me, I'm learning to cut myself off when I'm satisfied and, you know, save it for later. I haven't had my coffee for today. I'm actually not that exhausted, which is weird. Okay, so I did eat all of the berries. So I don't even know how many carbs I've had today. Again, I've had the 2 pieces or the 1 piece of salmon. I had the bowl of fruit. Here's my coffee. As I mentioned to you guys, I have not needed coffee in the last couple of days because I've kind of taken a break. It is time for a snack and I am craving salt. I went ahead and cut this up into 9 pieces. Now this is obviously not perfectly even pieces. Some are bigger than others, but just generally speaking, I look at it as each bite is gonna be a carb, and I think it's including the juice. It may not be, but again, I'm gonna just drink a little bit of the juice, and then I'm gonna have 1 piece and see how I feel, and if I need it, I'm gonna eat another piece. The rest are gonna go into this. And I mean, just in general, it's not healthy to have a lot of salt anyway, so I don't want to eat a whole pickle. I want to change my lifestyle to kind of be a little bit more conscious of my portions. This for 2 carbs is really not worth 2 carbs, but again, it's important to me to feed my cravings when and where I can, just in a more how do you say it, controlling my portions more so. I've never like pulled out a pickle and just wanted 2 small pieces, but again, I'm gonna just sip a little bit of the juice and then have these 2. Try to only have 1, and if I need both, I'll have both, and then from there I'll work on dinner. Okay, I'm standing up at the kitchen counter eating my dinner because I'm so sleepy that I don't want to sit down and get stuck. It's 8:30 and I'm just gonna go ahead and eat this, clean the kitchen, and then go up and put the kids in bed. But babe made chili tonight. It smells so good. I'm so tempted to have some, but I'm doing so good that I don't want to mess up. I actually feel very weak today, like right now, and I almost feel like, you know how you feel when you're coming down with something like you're about to get sick? That's how I feel. I'm kind of thinking about the keto flu, but then I'm kind of like, that doesn't make sense. I'm not far enough into this to to have keto flu. Babe's chili looks so fire, but I'm not gonna have any because the beans and the tomatoes and the tomato sauce and all that are too much or too high in carbs. This is the salmon I bought from Costco. Remember, I had this for 2 days straight. And what was I about to say? I bought 2 packs. Well, now I know, don't buy 2 packs, buy them one at a time unless the family's gonna eat it too. I ate the first pack by myself. And no one else ate any really except for like the kids, like, you know, having some of mine. And it's actually expired on the 9th, which is yesterday. So I am going to put this in a bag and take it out to the trash. Again, that's what I was gonna have for dinner, so I decided since I couldn't have that, I couldn't have the chili, I would just saute some shrimp. And then it turned from that to where, like, oh, I can have the egg with it, and the egg turned like I had a cucumber with it, and the cucumber turned to have a lobster with it. And then before you know it, I made some sauce. Might not look great, but it's actually pretty good. I was a little bit nervous about what I put into the sauce, so it doesn't even look like my normal sauce would look, but I kind of just wanted to keep it simple with my ingredients. I literally just stood here and ate, and it was so good. Now for me, when you're doing something that might get you in trouble as far as carbs go, the key to it, or the easiest thing that I found, is to eat the stuff that's no carb first. So I ate the eggs first. I only had 3 because Dominic was curious about what I was eating, so I gave her a half of the boiled egg to see if she would like it. Of course, she threw it, and she threw it, then picked it up and handed it to me so I can throw it away. But I ate the 3 eggs and then the cucumber. I was eating the shrimp and stuff too, but I'm more so focused on finishing that first to fill my stomach, and then from there I kind of indulged in the lobster and the shrimp. And then I really didn't eat all the sauce. I just kind of, like I said before, try to dip, not scoop, because this probably had the most calories in it. I'm going to count this as 10 carbs, but I didn't even eat it all, so I'll say 5 carbs that I have for this. I got to go back and look at the bags of the frozen shrimp and lobster to see if there were any carbs in them, so I can count those later. But this was it, and then of course I had a Perrier peach. So I'm going to take 2 bottles of water upstairs because I'm behind on my bottles of water. Good morning, my loves. It is day 6 of keto. I am not intermittent fasting today. I'm gonna try Monday to just start fresh. Babe came home this morning. He actually got up super early and surprised the kids with Krispy Kreme donuts. Doesn't this look so good? He got some holiday festive ones for the kids this morning. And to top it off, he made them pancakes, and these are the extras, the leftovers. You know, it's crispy at the edges and everything. I could easily just grab a plate and indulge. I stayed upstairs this morning while they had their donuts and their and while he cooked, so I didn't feel tempted. I thought everything was going to be gone, but of course there's a huge plate of pancakes sitting there. So I just went ahead immediately and heated up my leftovers. This is why it's good to have something on hand, because in a moment of temptation you need to be able to just go ahead and eat and get full. So I literally just heated up what I had. I contemplated throwing my sauce out and making a fresh sauce today, but I'm so happy I kept it because, again, I'm in a moment of temptation. This is my first moment of temptation, so there wasn't actually a lot of the seafood left, considering I didn't have like rice or something else to go with it. So I went ahead and popped open 2 of these egg bags. Again, this is something I have dozens of over a dozen. I have like 2 dozen eggs in the refrigerator I could make myself, but in the heat of a moment where you need something quick, it is very convenient to have something already ready to go. I'm not gonna have cucumber now because I'm gonna have cucumber for snack later. Okay, so finished my meal a little while ago. It is 2:30. Just wanted to show you guys, I didn't eat all the eggs. I ate what, 2 eggs, 2.5 eggs, I don't know. And then ate all the lobster, and then the shrimp, I ate most of it. I think Babe had like 2 or 3 pieces of the shrimp, and I got full before I finished it, so that's done. Now I'm still craving sweet, and of course I have not cheated. I haven't had any of the donuts, and then I went ahead and threw away all those extra pancakes, so I wouldn't be tempted to just like tear off a little piece, because you know, once you get a little piece it just goes crazy from there. But I am, as a result, craving sweet, so I wanted hot chocolate. I didn't want the iced coffee that I've been making the last couple of days. I wanted something hot and warm and good. But basically I frothed my shake and made it nice and hot. And then I paired it with a double shot of espresso. It actually tastes good. Again, this is keto, so the way this tastes as a hot chocolate isn't how it would be if I wasn't on a diet. Of course, I would want it more rich. But considering I'm in a calorie or carb deficit and I'm trying to stick to it, this tastes good. This tastes better than I thought it would. Meanwhile, these crumb snatchers are asking for snacks. I'm so surprised. I haven't been craving these brownie cookie things, and these are my jam. Yes, you can have some. Yeah. Let me show you guys. I cannot eat without sanitizing my hands. Let me show you guys a quick glimpse into the dedication I have today. I have not eaten anything since I had that last what do you call it, since I ate the seafood boil leftovers. I have not had, I have to look over the clips. I'm so flustered that I don't even remember, but I don't think I have had anything else. I made the coffee, which you guys seen. The coffee was actually really good, hot as hot cocoa, but I only drank half. As I mentioned, I'm a full-on coffee drinker, but I don't know, since I've tried, I guess since I'm not drinking the coffee in my normal, like, favorite way to have it, I only drink a little bit. It is 8:29 p.m. Babe and the kids, of course, have had a beautiful day with Krispy Kreme, pancakes, eggs. He actually made a veggie burger at lunchtime, and I contemplated asking him to make me one too, but I was so focused on work that I just didn't want to stop and eat. So I didn't have anything for lunch. Now it is, again, 8:30, 8:29. And I feel so hungry. He made rice. He's been the MVP. Like, since I've been doing keto, he's stepped up and he's pretty much been doing almost 100% of the kids' meals, which they pretty much just eat whatever he eats. But me not participating, he has definitely been the MVP. So he made some rice, another batch of rice for them to go with the chili. They reheated the chili, and that's what they're literally upstairs eating right now. Obviously I can't have that. I contemplated just having a tiny, like, getting like a tiny little petri dish size amount of the chili, but I'm so hungry and I feel so empty that I would have needed more, and I would have just wasted the calories and still needed some more food. I don't have any salmon left. I didn't want to eat the shrimp. I didn't want to, like, thaw out the shrimp and cook because I feel weak, as I mentioned before. So I just ran down the street to Chipotle. I literally walked there, came back, like they're eating right now, and I walked there, came back, and came straight to my car because the kids love Chipotle and they've been doing a great job at eating almost only at home. So I didn't want to break that for them, especially because he made them dinner. So the only reason I'm eating this is because I don't want to mess up. And so it's chicken, cheese, guacamole, and then I did get some sour cream in there. There is some sour cream in there, so I'm gonna count this out. But again, all I had was shrimp today, and I don't even think shrimp are carbs. The amount that I had, I don't think was any carbs. I didn't have any cheese or dairy today, unless there's dairy in the Atkins drinks. So I even grabbed myself a Pellegrino. I was planning on pulling the car out of the garage so I'll have service that I can go and, like, watch a YouTube video and enjoy my meal, but I kind of feel like that's selfish because it's almost 30 minutes until the kids have to go to sleep, and Babe has been doing majority of the work with the kids today, helping me out. I did get 4. I've never in my life, in my YouTube history, ever got 4 videos edited in a day. And because he's been helping me with the kids, I'm still, you know, taking care of the kids too as well. But just the whole, you guys know, if you're trying to, like, focus, you got to sit down and, like, get into it. Then once you're into it, like, you'll work. And having kids is literally like, every time you get focused, they need something, you have to get into it. So having him help me with them today has really been really been a help. So I'm grateful for that. So I don't want to go past 9 o'clock, because if I go outside, I'm gonna watch a YouTube video and relax, and trust me, I can turn the heat on, turn the seat warmers on, and I'll be out here for an hour easy. So I'm gonna scarf this down so that I can go back up and help him. Even though I'm starving, this feels like too much food. So if it is too much food, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the extra out. I'm not even gonna take the bag in the house because the kids will be like, wait, what? So I'll show you guys how much I eat and how much I have left when I'm done, because I might eat it all, who knows. Eating in silence is not that fun. You actually can hear yourself chewing. You can taste everything, but this is what I have of my bowl left. I'm trying to teach myself portion control. When you are full, stop. I've been full for a little bit. Sorry. But I kept going because I know this is my last meal of the night. I have a half a pack of almond butter. I have a half a pack of almond butter left upstairs, so I do plan on either having that tonight or one of my keto popsicles, ice cream bars. I forgot about, I had those, so I might have the ice cream bar tonight instead of the keto, or instead of the almond butter. But I am done. I'm gonna count that as 10 points. Okay guys, welcome to day 7. I weighed myself for the second time since I've been on this diet. I started out at 168 at the beginning of the week. I am now at 164. So I've officially lost 4 pounds on this diet. Now, disclaimer, I am completely aware that usually the first 5 or more pounds that you lose are kind of like water weight. So essentially, I've done this diet for 4 days. I've lost 4 pounds. If I said, oh yay, I'm gonna stop, and I just went back to my normal eating, I probably would gain all of that back almost instantly, to my understanding. You guys know my goal, my ultimate goal is to gain or to lose 40 pounds, which sounds like a lot, but I want to get back to the 130s. But in my mind, that is the goal weight, to be a size small-ish, 130-ish. I have been up for quite a few hours, but I haven't had a meal. What I did have this morning is some strawberries. I had 3 of these pre-cut strawberries from Whole Foods. I gave the girls some this morning, and I just ate 3 of those. I just made my coffee. Again, I like the hot chocolate because it's been a little bit more chilly. So I did half of this. I did do a whole half when I feel it's like right here. And as you guys see, I have a full glass. So it's nice and hot. I'm gonna hurry up and stop talking so I can get to it while it's hot. And I'm about to go ahead and put that on. I'm gonna add some mozzarella cheese. I'm gonna cook it in some butter. And I'm gonna share this with her. So this is 6 eggs. Like, not even being funny, she's gonna easily clear 2 of these eggs, maybe even 3. Okay guys, it is 6:01. I'm coming back. I haven't eaten anything else since the last time you see me. Honestly, I don't even remember what time that was. Was it 12? Was it 2? I don't know. But I ran to the mall with Cody to take her to get some bath bombs, and I'm back, and I'm actually very, very starving. And I don't want anything that I've had before. Like, I'm not in the mood for anything that I've had before. So I came up with the idea. You guys know, if I left the clips in, that I got this from Costco and I never used it. Let's check this expiration date just to make sure. Yes, best used by January 26, 2020. So yes, this is still good. I seen this and I was like, I gotta make something with this because I was like, before it goes bad. So I decided, why don't I make some crab dip? I've made chicken dip, but I've never made crab dip. I came to YouTube. I like to give people their credit. It's so good. She has 805,000 subscribers, and she was eating it and it looked so good. Hey girl, shout out to you. So I'm gonna follow her recipe. I like when I look up a recipe on YouTube and they have everything that you need measured out. Just so it happens that I looked at her recipe or ingredient list, and I literally have everything, just surprisingly. Usually when you look up a recipe, you don't have everything, but I pulled up I was gonna make buffalo chicken dip, and I realized I had no chicken. So basically it's a pound of crab, a third cup of mayo, 12 ounces of cream cheese, 3 tablespoons of Old Bay, half of a lemon, or you know, obviously the juice of the lemon. And then she said 4 ounces of sharp cheddar, and then 6 ounces of mozzarella slash provolone. Now I have provolone, but I have sliced provolone, so I'm just gonna go with the straight mozzarella. I don't know if she meant like either or like one that's like made as a mix. So I'm just gonna do straight mozzarella. So I'm gonna go ahead and combine the ingredients. You're supposed to bake it in the oven for, I think she said 20 minutes on 400. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this all up, put it in a baking pan, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Obviously I'm not gonna eat the whole thing, but I am trying to pay attention to what carbs are in each thing so I can take accountability for what I'm gonna eat. For starters, this is no carbs. Seasoning, no carbs. Where is it on here? Mayo is no carbs. Lemon juice is no carbs. I think the biggest thing is going to be the cream cheese. It's less than a gram of carbs for an ounce. And how many ounces do we have to use? The cream cheese, you're supposed to use 12 ounces. So this is less than a gram of carbs, but you need 12. So I'm going to count the whole thing as being 12 carbs so far. And then the cheese has a gram of carb for an ounce, and we need 4 ounces. So this is going to be 4 carbs. Oh, but it has the dietary fiber for 1, so that makes it 0. And then this one is 1 gram of carbs for 1/4 a cup. But I'm just going to say this whole thing is going to be like 15 carbs. And of course, I'm not going to eat the whole thing. I'm just going to try and eat like maybe 1/4 of it or less. Enough talking. Let me go ahead and make it. And then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so it just came out of the oven and it looks pretty good. Of course, I didn't follow directions. I went ahead and combined everything. And then I watched the video and I realized she put the mozzarella cheese on top and didn't mix it in. I had already mixed it in, so it was too late. So I did put a little bit more on top, so mine may be a little bit too cheesy. I'm so hungry that I don't care, but I'm gonna remake it tomorrow the right way. But I'm just gonna pair it with some cucumber. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this up, but I'm trying to let it cool off so I can get a good taste and see how it is.
I want to subscribe. Want to see? You pick me up so I can see that. Hi. Is this okay?
It's actually pretty good. It was way too hot for me to know for sure if I put too much cheese, but the kids want to taste it, so.
I want to taste the. Is it spicy?
The cucumber, or you want to taste the sauce?
Is it spicy? Is it spicy, Mom? Is it spicy?
It's just cucumber.
I'm on the CRT. Is it regular cucumber?
It's hot, but it's really good. Okay, this is probably going to be my last meal of the night for day 7. So I did slice up a couple of the cucumbers, and then one of these Parmesan crisps. We get these from Whole Foods, but I think different stores, even the grocery store have them. You did, and it was good, right?
Yes.
And this has 1 carb for 4 servings, and there's 1 carb for 0.75 ounces. But I'm only gonna have 1 because I don't want to go too high or get too close to my carb situation. I'm in the mood for something sweet after this, so I might have a keto bar, but this is the way it came out and this is the way it looks when you cut into it. Again, I did put too much cheese because I put the cheese inside, the mozzarella inside and on top, but to me it tastes good, probably because I'm on keto. I'm definitely going to tweak how I make it again, but this is going into my go-to recipes. I think tomorrow I'm going to make some buffalo chicken dip so I can have something to eat on throughout the week. But yeah, that's it. I'll be back for dessert, and then that's it for day 7. Okay, I thought I was done. It's 7:33 and I'm having an extreme craving for fruit. I already had fruit this morning, and even though blackberries and raspberries and stuff are on keto, they are still a little bit higher in carbs. So I don't want to have any more because I don't want to risk going too far into my carbs for the day. So I'm just going to make some passion tea. I get this one from Tazo, and I usually pick this up from Target or Whole Foods. Most places have them. So usually lately I've been drinking it with nothing. I'm going to just put 3 little drops of the monk fruit in there because I want it a little bit sweeter. Because again, I'm craving that sweet. I want more refreshing sweet, but I know I can't get it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add 3. To me, this goes a long way. I don't like stuff extremely sweet anymore, So a little bit of this goes a long way. So I'm gonna let this steep for a couple of minutes, and I'm gonna have another one maybe after I put the kids to bed. And this is elderberry blackberry, so I'm gonna have this one later. But of course the teas are no carbs, so this one I'm gonna try and have with no sweetener, even though this is no carbs as well. Yeah. Hey guys, Ashley from the future here. Today is December 20th. It is 5 days before Christmas, and tomorrow will make an exact 2 weeks since I've been on keto. This is my very first time testing if I am in ketosis or not, and the answer is yes. I am so excited. Now, I probably have been in ketosis for a while now. I'm not quite sure because this is the first time that I've tested. Now, you guys know how it is when you've been dieting and doing this crash diet and that crash diet, you know, throughout your whole, life and adulthood. You kind of are used to the disappointment of giving up, failing, it not working, and blah, blah, blah. I ordered these ketosis or ketone strips last week, and I just never used them because, again, I'm so used to things not working out when it comes to weight loss and diet that I kind of was not wanting to know for sure. Now, you don't have to be in ketosis, to my understanding, to lose weight, but it is a good victory, a good boost of morale, and so much more to know that your hard work is definitely paying off. I'm officially 5 pounds down on the keto diet. Now, I weighed myself 3 days ago. I haven't weighed myself since, and I don't weigh myself every day, but as you guys can see, this means negative, or you're not in keto or ketosis, and then this is larger, which means I am kicking butt at this, and I'm so proud of myself. Again, Christmas is in 5 days, and I am not planning on cheating or having a cheat meal for Christmas, but I am probably going to indulge in a little bit of alcohol. I'm trying to look up options for keto-friendly alcohol. I believe with wine, Sauvignon Blanc or Pinot. I forget which ones are lower in carbs, but I'm gonna go ahead and look into that. I know the Skinny Girl brand has like vodka and stuff that I can do, like maybe like rum and Coke, or I don't know if you can do vodka and Coke or whatever, but I would like to do something just to celebrate, but really not to knock myself too far out of where I've come as far as progress goes. I'm committed. I'm hoping I can lose a full 30 pounds in 3 months or so. Even if it takes a little bit longer, I would be grateful to lose 20 because girl, this quarantine and these kids got my body looking crazy. But I definitely see a huge result in inches and stuff like that. I'll talk about that more in future videos, so make sure you guys are subscribed. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video, or maybe long video, on my first 7 days of keto, but kind of like how it started versus how it's going. I kind of wanted to make sure I gave you guys an update to know that even though I did the 7 days successfully, I did continue on to 2 weeks, and we ain't stopping. We are going to keep going and keep pushing. So pray for me, and I'll pray for you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Smooches.